Hi, my name's Cordy and I'd like to welcome you to my new series on YouTube, Tone Tips from a Twat and a Turtleneck. And I've just got a message now from our sponsors.
Hey, I'm John Cordy and I'm here today to talk about how clean can you get your tone. Enjoy.
So, this is a guitar that I'm borrowing from Yamaha and it's equipped with EMG pickups. This is the first time I've ever played a guitar with EMG pickups. Obviously they're active, meaning they require a 9-volt battery to get sound out of. And the thing is that these have a much hotter output than the typical Strat pickup that I might use. So this blue Strat up here, which you probably can't see, is equipped with Lola Dirty Blondes, which are sort of about 5 to 6K. I'll look up what these are, but they're going to be much hotter. So what that means is that when we hit the front of the Helix, things that have been set up for a Strat, like most of my presets, are potentially going to be quite different when we hit them with these dirtier pickups. So I wanted to see if there's some kind of quick tips that might help someone who's in this situation. So this is the clean tone. So potentially not as clean as you might hope. So is there any quick win? So the first thing that I'm thinking I might do is go into the global settings, and on the ins and outs there's a guitar in pad. So this is like the quickest win that you might want to try. So the pad I think drops the input by about 5 dB. So in theory this should now be silent. So here's off. So definitely clipping less. So that's your quickest win. Okay, so there's win one, I guess then. So guitar in pad in your global settings. I'll just show you how to get there again. We'll go back home, then press the little menu and then global settings, and it's on the ins and outs, which is next to preferences. The first page that you'll see, the first controller controls the guitar in pad on and off. So that's with it off, that's with it on. Okay, so that's hopefully slightly helpful. So here's the lead tone. The other thing to say is, I guess, if you're trying to make something like this sound like a single coil, like I see some people say, how would you balance a preset to take different guitars and sound the same? To me, the reason that you might choose a different guitar is specifically because you want it to sound different. So if you're trying to do the job of making these sound like Strat pickups, I think you're kind of on a bit of a losing battle, and I think it's probably not something that's worth putting too much time into. But here's the lead tone. And here's the clean. So other things that I might do then, so say we're on this channel here, which is the clean channel. I might drop the mid slightly because I think these have a bit more of a pronounced mid than a pickup, a single coil pickup. And I might also back the drive off a little bit, so down to 1.3. So I'm wanting to make sure that things are actually clean. So with the drive down at 1.3, I'm still hitting this with a compressor. With compressor I might kind of take off to start with. Here's with the compressor on. So maybe I turn the sensitivity down a bit. Because in theory this is going to compress more than the single coils are anyway. So So what else have we done there? So basically we've turned down any compressors that we've got. We've taken down the drive at the very front, so I'm down to 1.3 on the drive. Taken down the mids. Maybe you push the treble up a bit, you want a bit more sparkle and stuff. So those are the kind of general tips that I think I'd start off with. This is my very first time playing these pickups, and I think that's what I do. Maybe turn down your mids a smidge, turn down your drive a smidge. So if you've got pedals hitting the front of your stuff, turn down the drive on each of them, and maybe have a bit more presence, a bit more treble. But in general I'm thinking you're going to be going for a different tone anyway. That's why you've selected these pickups. But that's what I would do if I was trying to get tones sort of similar to what I've got with the Strat, but here I would take the mids down a smidge, turn up the treble and presence a smidge, turn down the gain a smidge because you're already hitting it way harder than a single coil would, and use that guitar input pad. Anyway, so I'll save this preset and drop that into the folder. So EricHCombined, I'll put an H in the middle of it so you know it's for these kind of humbucker things. And let me change the destination. Hopefully that maybe helps a little bit if you're wondering about what to do. You've got EMG pickups, but it seems that everyone's using single coil pickups that you're trying to emulate. What would you do with those tones? That's what I would do. Take the drive way down. Not way down, but take the guitar input pad down first, take the mids down a bit, take the drives down a little bit, and push the treble and presence up a touch. That I think will get you maybe closer to that single coil sound. You're not going to get all the way there, but that's what I would do, kind of general tips to change a preset to accommodate active pickups. Hopefully that's vaguely useful. If you want to like and subscribe, you could. If you want this preset, you can grab it in the Google Drive for whatever reason. It's in the description if you want to check that out. Thank you for stopping by. Cheers!